You see alive? This is sick.
This one looks like a hood. It's so chaotic.
Yes, this is me in the middle of the most hood in the Dominican Republic, and you are probably wondering how I got here. Well, let me take you back to the very start.
So guys, this is my first day exploring Dominican Republic.
I arrived in the Dominican Republic a couple of days ago, and up until now, I've been having a great time. Mostly exploring the big city. Still, I keep hearing stories about this one spot believed to be the most place in the country. A place called La 42 do CAPOTILLO, which has the highest per capita rate in the whole Dominican Republic.
People have gone there. People have gone.
Oh, people?
People have gone.
Here, kids start getting curious about their bodies as early as age 8, and it's not unusual for girls to have babies by the time they are 13. As they grow older, these same children who once played in the streets often turn to prostitution and dealing to make a living. Sadly, many of them don't even live to see their 18th birthday because they either end up or behind bars. So after exploring the beautiful side of this country, I decided to mix things up a bit and see a new uncharted place to understand what it's really like. I wanted to share my own experience, meet people I wouldn't usually meet, see how they lived, and figure out why La 42 is the most hood in the Dominican Republic. This video isn't monetized, so please support me by subscribing to my YouTube channel. Also, if you're interested in learning how to grow a successful YouTube channel, check out my YouTube course in the description below. Visiting La 42 might be the craziest thing I've ever done. I'm all about keeping my videos engaging and entertaining for you, the viewers, and if that means taking some risk, then I'm all in. However, as soon as I started this journey, I immediately started having second thoughts. A few days ago, while wandering around the beautiful city of Santo Domingo, I started asking locals about La 42. Their initial reaction was always the same. Why would anybody want to visit this place? But my mind was made up. I had to go through with it. I got connected with a local rapper who was from there and really had connections in the place. So this guy's making videos right here in the hood, and he recently released a new one where he documented his experiences growing up in the hood, and I linked it below, so you guys should definitely go check it out. Yeah, what's up, bro?
What's up? What's up?
So guys, I'm currently with, he is the one who's gonna take me into the 42, which is the most place in the Dominican Republic, as people say. If we go into the place now, how safe is it? Is it safe?
No, it's not safe. If you don't know anybody there, if you're not escorted there, essentially walking there with an expensive camera, you're a target.
So what about you? How come you know like so much about the hood? Are you from there, or do you go around there and stuff like that?
I was born in this country. I like to do business. I got people that I know that I've worked with there. I got friends there. We can go there, talk to them, and they'll show us around safely.
Yeah, I'm super scared right now, but yeah, I just need to make this for you guys. I've showcased the nice side. Let me showcase the side where the goes down. So you guys wish me luck. We're about to head out now. Oh, it's so dark here. I knew this could be a really bad idea because the thing about this hood is that you don't realize you are in trouble until it's too late. There's a guy on the bike who's taking us because obviously you don't know the way. It's like it's inside and not just anybody can come into the spot. We passed through lots of narrow, dark neighborhoods before finally arriving at the 42. Let's go to the hood now. This is where we currently are. You can see it here. And I just linked up with the guys. I met up with the boss of the area, and these were the people who helped manage the neighborhood.
The number one, Príncipe Negro in here.
Príncipe Negro.
Gas Prince.
Black Prince.
Black Prince. Black Prince. Okay.
They explained that welcoming tourists into the hood has been a practice for some time now, so I had nothing to worry about. Man, there's a lot of stuff happening here, man. The main challenge I faced arose when I tried to film, as many residents preferred not to appear on camera. I was eventually able to secure special permission from the Don of the neighborhood to film, and they promised to help me capture exclusive footage. Regardless, I was still nervous. The first thing I noticed was how dirty the streets were. When you have 100,000 people living in a space of less than 1.5 square kilometers, which is less than half the size of Central Park in New York, this is expected. It was absolute. Wires were hanging everywhere, people were in the streets dancing and blasting loud music.
This is like what the street looks like here in the hood. This is how the party, this is how they, get that groove on. This is how everything happens here. Today's Friday night, so a lot of people are just kind of like chilling. They are just kind of like exploring, and there's going to be like a whole party. I heard it's not even as packed as it's meant to be.
As crazy as this place looks, it's one of the most popular places for low-income people from the closest neighborhoods to come and party and get lit on a Friday night. Everywhere I went, I saw people enjoying a beer or something similar. Here, the amount of alcohol men drink is really high, averaging 21 liters per person every year, which is obviously a worry for public health.
Working with sponsors is one of the ways I'm able to constantly create the kind of videos that you are currently watching, which is why I'd like to thank the sponsor of today's video, Ground News. As a storyteller, I constantly have to do a lot of research when making this kind of videos, and finding the right article is really important, and this is where Ground News comes in. It's a website and an app created to give readers a transparent way to read the news. Ground News gives you access to over 50,000 news sources across the political spectrum. For every story, you can get a complete overview. You can compare headlines, see who owns the source, and see where the bias leans. Let me quickly show you guys how it works. Now look at this story on how the Dominican Republic leads global mental well-being rankings post-pandemic. As you can see here, more than 38 sources have it covered. 40% lean left while 25% lean right. You can also see the ownership information. For this story, 40% of the reporting outlets are owned by media conglomerates. In a time where the media significantly impacts how we see the world, it's great to have an app that helps you compare news sources to get the most accurate information. One of my best features is the blind spot feed, which highlights stories disproportionately covered by one side of the political spectrum. So to find the most accurate news, go to ground.news/Aina or use the link in the description to subscribe today. If you sign up through my link today, you get 40% off the Vantage plan, which gives you unlimited access to all the features. I think Ground News is doing important work, and I hope you guys support them by checking them out. Thanks to Ground News for sponsoring this video. Now, let me take you back into the most hood in the Dominican Republic. We're just entering this very dark street right now. It's called the Tunnel.
Is he alive? Wow.
Desde que yo bajé del trabajo. Y cuando yo bajé, se estaba atravesado ahí. Mira todavía.
Sorry. Sorry. How come that guy? What happened to him? Wow. While walking there, the road was very dark, which heightened my paranoia.
Look. As you can see, this is graffiti. This is like made by one of the artists in the hood, and it goes along all the way on this wall here. These are the rules of the hood. This is the rules of the 42. It's like the 10 commandments, but the art is like 42. This is number 1, respect. This is respecto. And then all of these two.
El teteo del domingo se acaba a las 4 a.m.
What does that mean?
So the parties on Sundays end at 4 a.m.
Oh, okay.
Support our businesses and our community. Do not exploit us.
Oh.
Maintain the public space free and open.
So this one says, do not record people without permission. And interestingly,
We have all the permission necessary.
Thank you. Ooh, okay, that's the hood. In these areas, houses are mostly made of bricks and cement and piled on top of each other, just like many slums in Latino countries. To me, it looked like a disaster waiting to happen and reminded me of the favelas in Brazil. Dominicans don't consider these places normal or positive, but it's all they have.
The grand majority of people there are paying rent, but it's cheap rent. Like, there's people there who pay less than $100 a month. You know, in the United States, in Canada, in Europe, that's unheard of. But the quality of living, not the best. Electricity, it goes out.
So there's currently a blackout. That's why you guys can't see anything. The whole street is blacked out. You can see there's no buildings here. And this is one of the things that happens in the hood, obviously. The light connection is cut sometimes. So everything behind me is kind of like dark. Apart from this car that you can see here. Despite the hardships brought by poverty, joblessness, and there's a strong sense of belonging among the residents. Even those who have the chance to leave often decide to stay, deeply attached to their community. And guys, there are so many side streets here, man, and I can hear music from most of the houses. Interestingly, I can see most of the houses here have like iron bars on them. And that just shows you like the level of security that everybody needs to have for themselves here to protect themselves from whatever happens. So guys, they have a police station here, interestingly, inside the most hood in the whole of Dominican Republic. This is the most dangerous in the whole of Dominican Republic. Yeah, this is CAPOTILLO. The biggest issues with places like this is that locals commit most crimes and everyone knows each other, which makes it hard for people to work with the police because of the repercussions that may follow if they snitch. Since it's very expensive to maintain intensive patrols and the police can only do so much, the people are stuck with a tough choice, living with criminality. Happen here, or it's like this place is safe?
It used to happen, but he said he has control of the hood now. Whoever steps out of line is out of here.
People here have created a little world of their own where they provide basic amenities and miniature versions of what you would see in the big cities like churches. This is the church that they have here. This is what the church looks like in the hood. It's currently closed now because obviously it's late at night, but they also have a church here. So it's kind of like a community. They have like everything that they need, and they have a way where they govern themselves and, you know, kind of like take care of themselves and make sure that there's peace and order, even though it's even in the hood. This is what the school looks like here. And just looking at it, you can see a lot of barbed wires on it all around. I even thought it was a prison before, but actually it is a school. Guys, I'm currently in the middle of a basketball court in the middle of the hood, and this is obviously one of the activities that a lot of people do here. You know, a lot of young children, this is what they use as their recreational activity to pass time. This is like a functioning community inside here. We are currently in deep in the center. I'm currently playing basketball inside the most hood in the whole of Dominican Republic.
Scared.
Walking around the neighborhood for a while, I noticed something surprising. A lot of my fear had vanished, and I began to connect with the feelings of the people there. And it hit me that maybe in all my fear, I'd overlooked seeing them as just people. My fear had come from what the media had shown me and how they were perceived. And I really wanted to know how the neighborhood got its reputation. The simple answer I got was poverty.
There's a lot of poverty here. There's a lot of old people here that are just poor. A lot of women, a lot of young girls don't have food, they're poor, they've had bad experiences, they made bad choices, have had kids early, and they're just trapped in a cycle, the day-to-day life. To eat, literally, people just struggle here. The resources, they don't have any opportunity to make money.
Capricornio,
Is the government doing anything about it?
The government is very selective with who they want to support, where they bring their support to, and it's just a low-income neighborhood that's ravaged by poverty.
Here, people don't wake up to dreams. They wake up and face whatever reality throws at them every day.
Being poor,
aprende a estudiar en la
nobody here really went to school. I'm gonna show you where they took classes. 50 kids.
50 kids?
Yeah.
Inside that place? Oh wow.
Con hambre, para la escuela.
Hungry as That's why they took the streets.
Has he ever been like challenged or shot at or something like that?
He's been shot
Me
9
cojo,
times.
a mí me dio
Oh,
por la
wow.
pierna
He
también.
got shot in the leg. That's why he limps.
Oh wow. Speaking to members, I learned that living here was compared to surviving in the jungle. With so many people struggling with poverty, finding a way out often meant turning to the easiest option available, which unfortunately tends to be illegal activities. In this area, many women find themselves with no choice but to turn to prostitution, leaving them with unwanted pregnancies at very tender ages.
The Dominican Republic, unfortunately, a lot of women get forced into that lifestyle because of circumstances, because of poverty. Some women do that because they want to. Some women are forced into that for various reasons, but there's a lot of here.
Among all the places in the Caribbean, the Dominican Republic has the highest number of people who are sex trafficked, with women being sent all the way to Western Europe.
A lot of tourists here come for that purpose. There's a lot of women from other countries that come here to prostitute themselves or sell. However you want to put it,
It's what it is.
it is what it is.
What you might not notice is many of these shops on the left and on the right, they're actually trap houses. That's where they sell alcohol and they do like some of the craziest shit that you can think of. For young men, the most frequent types of crimes they get involved in are drive-by robberies, drug trafficking, and I even came across some local men who were literally for hire.
Unlike a lot of the poor neighborhoods in the country, the 42 has a high concentration of puntos. What we call puntos are traps in English. In this case, they're trap businesses. Like you'll see, it'll look like a corner store, it'll look like a regular dance joint, and it'll look like a bar, and they sell crack, weed, and coke. Those are the main drugs that are used here, and there's a lot of them.
Santo Domingo has the highest current use of cocaine in any other Caribbean country, and nearly everyone over the age of 15 in 42 has tried cocaine at least once. However, it's not all bad, as some few people have been able to make it out, choosing to travel or go into sports. The Dominican Republic has some top NBA players who grew up here, like Francisco Garcia, Felipe Lopez, and Luis Montero.
We're gonna go meet his brother.
Oh, okay.
Ese es mi hermano.
Oh,
De verdad, mi hermano. Un placer.
Kyle.
All right.
Nice to meet you. So this is a music company. It's called 42 Music. It's a music company for like the neighborhood here. Because one of the things apart from sports that they do here is also music. What kind of music do you guys make?
We make dembow music. Like, remember the Jamaicans? It's like a Spanish version. We twisted it up through the years.
Yeah.
Now it's called Dominican dembow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Dominican Dombo. Okay.
Yeah.
And you have an artist signed under the label? Oh, okay. From here too?
From here, from out there. People, a lot of people come record over here. Like Akon has come over here.
Oh, really?
You already know from Akon.
Yeah. You guys are just visiting here?
No, actually, we kind of live here now because it's our
really?
company. You know what I'm saying? But we travel.
We travel back and forth.
Yeah.
And do you guys feel safe?
Yeah.
Yes.
I feel more safe here than over there.
Really? Okay, than in the US?
Yes. US no good right now.
You know, before I was coming here, they issued like a travel advisory, like, you know, the way they always issue it, like, oh, don't go to Jamaica, don't go to the Dominican Republic. But that's why I came here to kind of like show that, okay, even in the place where they call the most dangerous place.
One of the most humblest people. The most poorest people, but they're the richest people. They don't know that.
Oh, wow. Guys, I'm sweating so much, man. It's so hot. Yeah, thank you. Gracias. So they have this store here where you can buy, it's kind of like their supermarket. You can buy anything you want. This is the store here, and that's the store. I want to get some water because I'm sweating so much because I've been walking around the hood a lot. Yeah, gracias.
Aquí nada más un ladrón. Aquí nada más un
Gracias.
ladrón.
After a deeply insightful time seeing La 42 and talking with the people, the last place I visited was the river. Interestingly, they have like there's a river here, like it's a river that links to other parts of the 42. This here is a pool that they have. It kind of like flows in from the river, and it's interesting how they've been able to clean it. The water is actually really clear right now. Even though it's in the hood, and even though this is not a place where you expect to see like clean water, they're still trying to take care of the water and make sure that it looks clean. I've never gone to any hood anywhere in the world and seen water that is as clear as this at the moment. It's crazy, man. Despite its high rate, the Dominican Republic still attracts the most tourists in the Caribbean each year. This is because tends to be more frequent in places that travelers usually don't go to, which also means places left behind by the government, like La 42 do CAPOTILLO. Ibn Khaldun famously said, "Geography is destiny." His words suggest that our fate is decided by where we are born or live, and our lives can only be different if we have the rare opportunity to change our location or to be born somewhere else. As a traveler who has met thousands of people, I've seen firsthand how true this statement can be. Different places shape people's lives in distinct ways, and sometimes we must explore new horizons to alter our destiny. My perspective on life are shaped by the God-given opportunities I've had to explore different places across the world. So I realized that if I had grown up in La 42, my life might have been much different. While La 42 is known for criminality and the sale of illegal goods, it's important for me to say that many people living here are hardworking and committed to improving their community. Unfortunately, their reputation precedes them. Do they ever see it changing, like maybe in the next 5-10 years?
Yeah, it's been improving. Right now, there's change right now.
The tides are changing in La 42 and the are significantly reduced. And me being able to visit and make this video is a testament to that.
It was very dangerous because people, you know what I'm saying, they didn't know the flow about this. Yeah. But now when somebody organized the system, like this guy is very respected, he got a lot of important people out there, we protect them. Once they saw that the tourist money was working more than doing them things, everybody started coming. And everybody started protecting the tourism because they said we're making more money than hurting them because they're coming back and spending more.
Personally, I wouldn't recommend coming here if you visit the country, but stepping out of my comfort zone for a while was definitely an enriching experience. So guys, I know a lot of bad happens inside here, and definitely I'm not oblivious to that, but what I just wanted to do was also to show you guys what happens in the 42, just to give you guys a view of what it looks like. This is my guy. What's this? This is 42? Oh, this is 42.
Póngale 30.
Oh, really? I don't know. That's public science. I don't know what that is, but yeah, it just showed me some stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please subscribe. I don't make any money from videos like this, so your support makes all the difference. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.